some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I...
Sandy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a perfect game.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter. It is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner. It's over. Muncy, a walk-off home run. This is way back. Walk 'em off. Chris Taylor.
Some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back.
The NLCS Game 4 is less than an hour away, and we're breaking it down. That's coming up next on the Dodgers Nation pregame show.
Another payoff. Fetty got him with a slider. Clayton Kershaw. It's Teoscar Hernandez. Mookie masked. It's a grand slam. Stop it and game ender.
What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to the Dodgers Nation pregame show, getting you ready for Game 4. The Dodgers have an opportunity to take a convincing lead tonight, and they could go up 3-1. And we're going to be breaking it all down. We got some lineup changes that we'll get into for this one. And welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show. And I can't stress it enough. The Dodgers have a real opportunity to go up big tonight, make a real statement with Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound, going up against Jose Quintana. And the big topic right off the top of this show is the lineup changes. You got a lineup that does not feature Freddie Freeman. With the back-to-back days, Freddie Freeman is out of the lineup. So no Freddie Freeman tonight. And with Freddie Freeman, look, this is a Dodgers team that they've scored a ton of runs in their wins. And in the losses, yeah, not a lot of runs, but still, you look at shutouts in 4 of the last 5 games. You look at this Dodgers lineup. You got Shohei Ohtani leading off, Mookie Betts batting second and right, and then Teoscar Hernandez, he moves up to the 3-hole in place of Freddie Freeman, and then batting cleanup tonight is Tommy Edman. So Tommy Edman moves from the bottom of the lineup to batting cleanup, and he's followed by Kike Hernandez, who's starting at third. Max Muncy, he's starting at first base, and he is batting sixth tonight. Then seventh, you got Will Smith behind the dish. Eighth, you have Andy Pajes in center field, and Chris Taylor batting second, batting ninth. Then Quintana, he allowed 4 runs over his final 6 regular season starts. So he's been hot heading into this one. I mean, you look, talking about a pitcher who's been really hot. A .57 ERA dating all the way back to August 25th, 40 punch-outs to 14 walks in that stretch, 47 and a thirds innings. So they're going against a guy that knows how to get soft contact. He knows how to get soft ground ball outs. And it's going to be a challenge for this Dodgers team, but you got to feel good about the way this lineup is stacked. Yesterday we saw it stacked with lefties. Today you see a Quintana in there that, hey, we know what he's done. We know that the success that he's had, but you got a Dodgers lineup that now I think has a warmed up version of Shohei Ohtani. You got a Dodgers team that smells blood in the water, and that certainly has to be the mindset tonight, is going out there and trying to go up 3-1. 3-1. And look, the truth of the matter is you got a lefty on the mound, and this Dodgers team, they've been one of the best this season when it comes to hitting lefties and when it comes to hitting southpaws. That is what they've done all season long, and that's where I think you got to feel good about this Dodgers team heading into this one. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the bump for the Dodgers, but still, you got to give him a ton of run support in this one. I mean, that really is the key that we need for Yamamoto in this one. On the road, New York, I mean, that's where he had success when he was pitching in the Bronx during the summertime, and he went 7 shutout innings, had 7 strikeouts. Jose Quintana, though, I mean, he's been great this postseason, too. 11 strikeouts over 11 scoreless innings. He shut down one of the best offenses in Major League Baseball versus left-handed pitching when he did a great job neutralizing that Phillies offense. And, look, he did walk 3 batters, but still just 6 hits in that stretch. Now, this Dodgers team, and they've hit lefties this season. I mean, during the postseason, hasn't been as great. But for the regular season, this Dodgers team did a great job. I mean, 795 OPS versus lefty. That's first in baseball. 66 home runs. That's first in baseball. The postseason, Sean Manaea really did a great job against his Dodgers offense. A 625 OPS. Dodgers hit 213 against lefties this postseason, but they have shown this season they have been able to get to southpaws. A 121 weighted runs created plus. The Dodgers were 21% above league average against lefties this season. So, yeah, I like the Dodgers in this one. And they also faced Quintana earlier, and they had 2 home runs, also 8 hits in 6 innings. So, yeah, when you look at Quintana, he's someone that, not a big fastball guy. Like the fastball velo in the 9th percentile, 90.8 miles per hour, the 2-seam fastball, 4-seam curveball, changeup mix. But what he's great at is missing barrels and also limiting damage and limiting hard contact. That's what he does best. But I like this Dodgers team going up against a Jose Quintana in this one. A Jose Quintana that is really out to try to essentially save the Mets season. I mean, the Dodgers, what they did yesterday is they were able to force it back to L.A. in the worst case scenario. But best case scenario is that you go and we win tonight at Citi Field in New York. Now, in the history of Major League Baseball, in best of 7 postseason series, teams that have dropped 3 of the first 4 games, they've come back to win that series 14 times in 93 tries. 14 times in 93 tries. We know the Dodgers in 2020, they came back on the Atlanta Braves. So essentially, if you win tonight, and you're the Mets, you have just a 15% chance of winning this series. If you're the Dodgers and you win tonight, you have an 85% chance of winning this series. But let's jump in the comment section. Do you guys think the Dodgers will rock Jose Quintana? Let me know down below. Let me know if my internet's crispy. We got the super fast internet, got everything figured out. It was a little choppy lately. You guys have been calling me the Torta Wi-Fi and all that stuff, and 56K modem. I hear the jabs. Didn't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit, but it's all good in the hood, guys. We are ready to roll for tonight. Big night. The Dodgers, you have an opportunity to put your foot on the Mets' throats, to really go for the jugular and take massive control of this series. Spite You says Freddie Freeman is a real trooper. Nicholas says because Quintana is tough on lefties. We got BC. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, he's tough against lefties, and that's why. So, but is it even the go? I mean, look, Freddie Freeman can hit lefties, right? I mean, throughout his career, Freddie Freeman's had success against left-handed pitchers. There's more so that, look, I think Freddie Freeman is one of the underappreciated heroes of last night's victory. And you look at what he did at the plate, sure, you got a base hit, but it wasn't what he did offensively that was so impressive. It's what he did defensively yesterday. It's how he continued to make really nice picks at first base, continue to play that position at a high level, and really just clean up any mistakes in the infield. But you look at him throughout his career, I mean, he has an 804 OPS versus lefties. Yes, a 942 against righties, so he fares better against righties. But still, if Freddie Freeman is fully healthy, he's going to be in that lineup type. There's no doubt about that. Now, as for Gavin Lux, there's no surprise there. I mean, with Gavin Lux, that's not shocking at all whatsoever. I mean, we've seen Gavin Lux on the bench, not start against left-handed pitching. I've pretty much laid the blueprint out for that. And he in game 2 of this series, he sat against a left-handed pitcher, right? Against Sean Manaea, and Chris Taylor sat second base. And Andy Pages is in center field. So, hey, not feeling too bad about that. And like I said, May 28th, the Dodgers, they beat Jose Quintana at Citi Field, scored 3 runs in 6 innings. So not a ton of runs, but still Will Smith and Miguel Vargas. Oh, R.I.P. to Miguel Vargas. He homered off Quintana. So, yeah, I mean, Will Smith, 4 for 27 this postseason. 2 hits, though, yesterday. Maybe this is a big Will Smith game. Maybe this is a big Smitty game. I think it will be. Had the RBI single off Luis Severino. Hit off his glove there in the second inning that scored the Dodgers' first run of the night. So I like that. And he's hitting the ball super hard. He's just not getting the results. Welcome to the Dodgers Nation pregame show. We are just less than an hour away. We are closing in. We are closing in on Game 4. Exciting times to be a Dodgers fan. Did you guys get World Series tickets today is my question. Do you guys have your kidneys on Craigslist? Or, what's the deal with those prices, man? They're absolutely ridiculous prices. But, hey, man, could it be Dodgers, Yankees? So that's going to be a hot ticket. We got CT3 for the cycle tonight from Purple Jesus. So that is a very hot take. It's a very hot take. I'll give you that one there. If that happens, man, I'll ask you for tomorrow's lottery numbers. I don't know if you have the almanac, the sports almanac from that Michael J. Fox had in Back to the Future too, but maybe you do. We got United States of America, good pitcher versus meh lineup. By the way, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and make sure that you have the notifications on as well. Follow me on X and Instagram. If you're new to the show, Doug McKain here. Friends call me D-Mac. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA, a credentialed member of Dodgers Media. And also, if you haven't yet, buy or cop or definitely get some for your friends. Christmas is coming up. The WDGAF, the We Don't Give a You-Know-What shirt from Kike Hernandez. It is flying off the shelves. Thanks for everyone that's got one. Really appreciate the support because it really does help the channel. CT3 goes yard today from the infamous Guapo. You guys are in a great mood today, giving CT3 all that love. I respect that. Hey, he needs it. He definitely needs it. Not sure about this line. Yoshi better show up. So that is from Fredo over on YouTube. So let's talk some Yoshinobu Yamamoto heading into this one. Now, I think for me, what really stands out with Yoshi tonight is the big word is finish. It's get the punch out. In his start against the Padres, he was great. He went 5 innings. He surprised everyone, but he ended up with just 2 strikeouts, just 2 punch-outs in that one. He got the pitch count up, worked his way around some damage, but he had 9 2-strike counts. 9 times he had hitters with 2 strike counts, and you end up with just 2 strikeouts. Well, you look at this Mets lineup, they're striking out 25% of all their plate appearances this postseason. So we know the Padres, they're the best in baseball heading into that series when it comes to not striking out. And you got a Mets team that's going to probably be a little tense, probably going to press a little bit, and Yamamoto has an opportunity to go out there and get some big swing and miss. The velocity was up in his last start, 96.7 miles per hour. And I think the biggest key for Yamamoto is just go toe-to-toe with Quintana. Don't go out there trying to throw a perfect game. Don't try to run it up to 98 like we saw against the Yankees. Just go toe-to-toe with Quintana and let this offense do its job. I had people hitting me up on the X. D-Mac, hey, D-Mac, why are we using Kopech so early? Why are we doing this? If you don't know by now, that is one of the biggest reasons why the Dodgers are where they are, is how they're managing their bullpen. It's not just using your high leverage guys at the end of games. No, they are using them earlier than most teams typically would. And the reason they're doing that is because they have such a potent and explosive lineup that features Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman and Teoscar Hernandez, because they want their pitchers to just give this lineup time and keep it close so they can score runs and get them a big lead. And when you get them the big lead, not only do you have pitchers going out there and not pitching with as much stress, not only do you increase your win probability by giving yourself a nice cushion, and you really take the crowd out of it. You have the opposing team pressing there, trying to do a little too much at the plate like we saw from the Mets yesterday, but also you get situations like we saw in Game 1 and also in Game 3, where you got guys like Ben Kasperius getting valuable experience going out there and still getting the job done, but you don't have to use your high leverage arms. I think one of the biggest keys of this series at this point is the fact that the Dodgers, you've seen Edwin Diaz, you've seen Reed, you've seen Stanek, you've seen these high leverage arms against the Mets, and ultimately that's going to lead to big innings for the Dodgers. Guess what? The Dodgers have not used Evan Phillips in a key situation. The Mets have no familiarity with Evan Phillips right now. You still have him on ice. And Michael Kopech went out there and dominated the way he did. You didn't have to use a Daniel Hudson in the spot, right? I think Alex Vesia not being on this postseason roster is certainly dictating things, but still, the best thing right now is the fact that you are using this bullpen like you are. And it's an aggressive style as far as, okay, we're going to empty the clip and front load this bullpen, and we're going to go hard at the very beginning, right? But the truth of the matter is you can only get away with that when you have a offense that you can trust. And the Dodgers yesterday, they got the scoring done early in the second inning. Shohei Ohtani hit a bomb later, but really Kike hit the big bomb that really got it to 4-0. So you got to feel good about that. So I like the way that this team is pitching, the way this team is hitting, the momentum that they have heading into this one. And how about Max Muncy? How about Max Muncy yesterday? I mean, he was out there just killing it. Reached base 5 times, hit the home run late, tied Corey Seager and Justin Turner for most home runs in Dodgers postseason history. Well, Max Muncy, he's batting down in the lineup today. You see him batting 6th. So yeah, I mean, he's someone that's been pivotal in this series as well. And you still got Kike out there. You still have Teoscar and Mookie and Shohei. I mean, you got to feel good about this lineup, and you got a Tommy Edman as well. But no Freddie Freeman. I do want to give Freddie Freeman his flowers for a second here, because Freddie Freeman, I don't think gets enough credit for last night's win, because we all know that this guy is playing with one foot. We all know that this guy, if he was in the hospital right now, on a stretcher, in his hospital room, he would wheel himself to the ballpark, stay in that hospital bed, and probably get you a double in the gap. Okay, that's his commitment to this team. That's the toughness that he's displayed so far. But how about this? I mean, those picks that he made yesterday, they're very impressive. I mean, he had that big pick at the end of the inning. Also, the pick for Ryan Brazier's double play that he got later in the game. And I think that you're probably going to definitely benefit from this day of rest, because I think if you're a Dodger team right now, you don't want to look ahead. And tonight, if the Dodgers lose, it's a 2-2 series, and we could be going back to L.A. with a lot of pressure, and you're going to go back to L.A. no matter what at that point, but in a different scenario. But the truth of the matter is with that, it's going to be a situation where you definitely want to make sure that you have the best version of Freddie Freeman potentially against the Yankees. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be an exciting matchup tonight at Citi Field, a real opportunity to just really control this series in a massive, massive way. You got Kike Hernandez. I mean, Kike-tober is so real. You got Kike-tober, it's so real. By the way, all these Yankees fans, oh, Shohei Ohtani, he's not better than Aaron Judge. Shohei Ohtani, he's not better than Aaron Judge. Oh, first of all, yeah, when Aaron Judge is right, he takes a backseat to no one in the batter's box. But in the postseason, Aaron Judge isn't even better than Kike Hernandez. I don't know if you saw this, but you look at the comp. Aaron Judge, 224 plate appearances, 14 home runs, 29 RBIs, a 769 OPS. Kike Hernandez, 223 plate appearances, 15 home runs, 32 RBIs, a 907 OPS. So think about that. Kike Hernandez is exactly what you want in this series, and he's been doing it all season long. He's a big reason why the Dodgers have had success in October. But here we go, guys. We got Teo Wolf is going to eat tonight. That's from Michelada Poppy. What's up, Michelada Poppy? Mario Landaverdi, WDGAF, too literal, putting CT3 in. Oh, come on now. First of all, WDGF greater than OMG. Okay, let's be honest about that. We got Let's Empty Citi Field again tonight. That's from Die Trend. We got Hendricks, all those bozos hyping up Quintana. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't be too excited to have my season basically in his hands, but he has been great. Like I said, I mean, it was 1 earned run in 11 innings and 2 starts this postseason. I mean, he's been really good. You got to give him credit, but I think that ends tonight. I think the Dodgers are going to put some runs up on him. I think that they're riding that momentum. They can smell the World Series just 2 games away from getting back to the Fall Classic for the first time since 2021. And the interesting thing, though, is the way they stack this lineup is this season, he actually has allowed a 757 OPS to lefties and a 696 OPS to righties. So he does have reverse splits this season, but for his career, he has given up a 586 OPS to lefties and a 669 OPS to righties. So I wouldn't be surprised to see one of the lefties have some success, but you're stacked with righties, and that's what you want to do. I mean, that lefty that I think could have success is Mr. Shohei Ohtani. And I also think Will Smith. I got 2 bombs again. Yesterday I had Shohei hitting that bomb. Not only did I predict it correctly, I said an upper deck one to right field. So first of all of those Mets fans that are saying that was a foul ball, give me a quick second to take a nice big sip of their tears right here. Because that was a no doubt about bomb for Shohei Ohtani. So, yeah, I feel good about that. And also, I think Will Smith is going to leave the yard. And Will Smith has been hitting the ball hard all postseason. He just has not seen the results. I mean, he has 4 hits and 27 at-bats, hitting 148 this postseason, slugging 259. And, yeah, on paper, you don't love those numbers, right? You definitely don't love those numbers. But you look at the exit velocity. He has 22 balls in play, 22 batted balls, and 10 of those have gone at least 99 miles per hour off the bat. So you got 10 hard hit balls, 7 of those 10 have led to outs. At some point, you're going to turn things around. I mean, the expected batting average on those 10 hard hit balls is 457 with a 1,017 slug. The exit velocity is up in the postseason, and the expected slug is up in the postseason. So, yeah, the beautiful thing is we've seen this happen all season long is you get the regression and it goes in your favor. So I expect Smitty to hit a bomb. I expect Shohei to go deep. But drop your picks to click down below. So let me know down below. I want your picks. I also want your scores, and we'll revisit those after the game. D-Mac, yeah, definitely hit that like button. Guys, appreciate that. 199 Super Chat. WTF is Taylor batting 9th in front of Shohei. Yeah, I mean, that's the big key tonight. I mean, we saw yesterday, bottom of the lineup, get on base, and you give Shohei opportunities. And if Shohei gets opportunities of runners in scoring position, he's absolutely a monster. I mean, he's 7 for 9 with runners on base. And you go all the way back to September, late September, I mean, he has 17 hits in his last 20 ABs with runners in scoring position, 7 bombs and 2 two-baggers in that stretch. So there you go. I mean, that's definitely a major factor. And look, I look at this game and I just want to see Yamamoto. You got to see Yamamania tonight, the Yamagoat. We need to see Yamamoto go 5, hopefully 6 innings. And yesterday, Evan Phillips was warming up. Oh, Kelly Oshiro got her World Series tickets. That's what's up. But they didn't use him. Shout out to Ben the friendly, Casperius, the friendly pitcher that went out there and pitched 2 innings. K Vaughn says, let's do this. Yeah. Yo, D-Mac, who do you think Mike Piazza is rooting for? Roach Killa 420. I would probably guess the Mets, since you went to the Hall of Fame as a Met. D-Mac, oh my Lord, I cannot read that one. You guys are getting sus tonight. Legend says the ghost of Tommy Lasorda walks the aisles of Dodgers Stadium. D-Mac, what's up? When do you stop pitching to Kike Hernandez asking for a Mets fan? That's from Michael Scott Silva. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about having depth in your lineup, and you just don't have any holes. I mean, if the top of the lineup doesn't beat you, the middle of the lineup has guys that can beat you, the bottom of the lineup that has guys that can beat you. I've said it all season long, the lineup when it's at its best, it's longer than a CVS receipt, and it's doing damage. It is the BWO, the Blue World Order, and that is what we've tried to construct, and it really makes you wonder. I mean, I think one of the big-time unsung heroes and one of the major X factors is Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman has absolutely, completely changed the whole complexion of this postseason for the Dodgers. And you might be surprised to learn this, but he leads the team with a .321 batting average. He leads the team with 9 hits. He leads the team with 3 stolen bases, all while seamlessly transitioning it back into being a full-time shortstop with Miguel Rojas out. And he was already playing above average center field. He's won a Gold Glove at second base in his career. But the fact that he's done what he's done defensively while being a catalyst and a spark plug offensively, he's one of the biggest contributors to the Dodgers postseason run. Tommy Edman is a guy who you got to deal with Miguel Vargas. I mean, you looked at that deal in the regular season, and you get Tommy Edman and Michael Kopech for Miguel Vargas and 2 minor league infielders, Alexander Albertus and Jarrell Perez. And these two guys are key cogs in this. So I think, look, we'll spend a whole episode on this, but if the Dodgers go on to win the World Series, this is going to be a season that will be studied by future GMs and people that want to work in Major League Baseball, because everyone talks about what they did in the offseason by signing Yamamoto and signing Ohtani and Teoscar Hernandez. But the reason why they are where they are and they still have a really decent chance to win the World Series, second best chance behind the Yankees right now, is because of the moves they made in the regular season. You went out there and you traded for Jack Flaherty. You went out there and you got Tommy Edman and Michael Kopech, guys that have contributed to this team in a massive way. You went out there and you found a way to get Honeywell on your team as a reclamation project that nobody wanted. Fear the turtleneck. So, yeah, give credit to this Dodgers front office for putting this team in this game. But I think the big thing today, though, is this offense. We've seen them have big games, and then all of a sudden, the very next game, they struggled. And they struggled against a lefty in Game 2 against Shamanaya. Hopefully, they hit a lefty tonight in Quintana. And you just want to see really good at-bats where if you're not getting the big slug early, at the very least, you are making the pitcher work, you're getting the pitch count up, and you're getting into that Mets bullpen where you have a lot of familiarity and information at this point to put good swings against this Met bullpen. So that's the formula for success. Then also, look, let's be honest, too. As great as Yamamoto looked in Game 5, we're talking about a rookie pitcher, rookie by definition. This is his first year in the show. He was great in the NPB for so many years, a 3-time Sawamura winner. But let's not kid yourself. I mean, this is New York, on the road, cold weather. We have to see it to believe it. So that was one of the big things about yesterday, was it was a Walker Buehler who has completely reinvented himself. I thought the interesting thing about Walker Buehler is when they audibled to him pitching out of the stretch because of the way his toe was hitting the rubber and the way it was pushing off. They went to a mechanical adjustment, and that improved his command. He was pitching out of the stretch. So commend the Dodgers for doing that yesterday and taking full advantage of that. But I got the Dodgers winning today. I think we're going to see a couple more home runs. I think that they could score some more runs, but I got a Dodgers victory today. I got a 6-4 Dodgers win. I mean, it's been a lot of blowouts. I mean, we might see a closer game in this one. I got Yamamoto. Let's give Yamamoto 5 1/3 innings today, but more strikeouts. I think we're going to see 6 strikeouts from Yoshinobu, Yamamoto, and the Dodgers go up 3-1 in this series. But give me all your predictions down below, and you guys can get ready for Game 4. Talking about the lineup. We also Dave Roberts was asked about Rokie Sasaki, so I want to talk about that for a quick second before we head out of here. But let's read your comments, guys, here on the Dodgers Nation pregame show. This is the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel in the game, so if you haven't yet, be sure. We got a $4.99 from Hector Castle. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Hector Castle. We got the Let's Wins Game 4 and 5. Nathaniel Duncan. I'd love that because then I get my Dodgers in 5 prediction, right? What did Nando say? Nando should change CT3 to CT4 for 4 strikeouts a game. Okay, great. The swing and miss Chris. The CT 0933. I mean, you guys call him CT 007. I mean, you guys, every diss in the book you could throw out his way. Hopefully he has a good game tonight, just for his sake. Kayvon, damn D-Mac, take a sip of this. What the hell? But we get it. Y'all don't want CT3 to play. Here we go. We got Ken Zanecki. Yamamoto has to pitch a shutout with the new lineup. I mean, I don't necessarily believe that. I mean, I think that when you look at the bottom of this lineup, without Tommy Edman, without Gavin Lux, I mean, you got Smith, but Smith can provide some pop. Pages did have a base hit late against Edwin Diaz, and I think the fact that he wasn't getting regular at-bats definitely has hurt his timing, so it's a tough situation for him to step in as a rookie and expect him to just hit the ground running. So hopefully his second start and of action this series, he has a better showing. And then Chris Taylor, I mean, look, just like Kike Hernandez is Mr. Keektober, Ock Taylor was a thing a couple years ago, so maybe he finds it. I'm excited to see what he does, but at the very least, I mean, with Taylor, you got to use him situationally. You don't want to see those big swings that you see from him. I think you want to definitely prevent him from expanding the zone, but still, I mean, I think this is one of those games where you need the top dogs to eat tonight, right? You got to let those big dogs go out there and do this for this team. And Teoscar Hernandez is another guy who you want to see get out of his little slump that he's in too. I think it's a good night for Teoscar Hernandez to get out of his slump this series, and hopefully we get another show bomb tonight. I want to see another one in right field. We got Paul Gutierrez, 6-2 Dodgers. Drop those predictions. Here we go. We got 3-0 Dodgers. Going to get a low-scoring cook fest from Mo. CT 3 for 4 from Ricky ZRZ. Paz looks like he's missing a few screws from Nando. 390. BC, only way Taylor would help a team is by retiring. Oh, my goodness. You guys are rough, man. Don't forget, I got to be in the clubhouse with these guys, interview them. That's the old D-Mac in 2019, just saying whatever. But here's the deal about Chris Taylor. I will tell you this, is that he can't hurt you, right? The Dodgers won't lose this series or the World Series because of Chris Taylor, okay? Even if he struggles, it's going to come down to the pitching, the bullpen, the starters, and their best players. So, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he's had a rough year. 3-0 Dodgers, no homers from Kelly Oshiro. CT3 hits in a crucial double play. What y'all got? We got Tayo. CT3 just needs to bunt them over. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Use him situationally if you need to go that route. I mean, he's not the best bunter, but he can lay one down. Joshua B says 5-4 Dodgers tonight. Edman's cool as hell. That's from Daniel Clark. We got Candino Ebo bat instead of CT3. LOL. Okay, you got to get a bruh for that one.
Bruh.
But that's crazy. Vargas had to be sacrificed from Ricky_ZR3. Yeah, I mean, look, the thing with Miguel Vargas is he went to baseball hell, but hopefully it'll be a better situation for him. But still, I mean, he wasn't going to be a part of this team because of his lack of defensive versatility and really finding a position. The best slump of his career, 17. And that's right. That's from Jiro Tackman. The best slump of his career, 17 for 20 with runners in scoring position. Stretch Kopech back out to be a starter. Look, I mean, he's hinted at it. He's going to be a free agent. It could be interesting. I mean, with Tyler Glass now, we have to see if he can get back healthy. There's no guarantees that that's going to be the case. With Yamamoto, we got to see if he can remain healthy as well. I mean, they could have some injury issues to the front line starting. So, yeah, we got to Richard Flores. Got my World Series tickets this morning. Cost me my arm and leg, but don't worry. I went Otani, deferred the payments. There we go. Defer those payments, baby. Put those kidneys on Craigslist. Give you a comment of the show, Richard. Always rocking with us. Appreciate you. Daniel Clark, Joe D, and Smoltz are delightful to listen to. Not looking forward to watching 4 at-bats from Whiff Taylor. That's from JM. We got Daniel Clark, D-Mac. I can't stop opening my Apple Wallet to look at my World Series tickets. Yeah, you guys are fired up, man. Congrats to everyone out there who got those World Series tickets because, look, you thought they were expensive. Now, once that Yankees series is locked in, like I believe it will, well, those could go up in value. We got the Dodgers 5-2. Brent is the GOAT, so Casper. You got some more comments. We got 9-2 Dodgers from Craig Osterberg, 4-1 Dodgers from Valentin Carrillo. We got TC will do fine. Dodgers in 5 if they win tonight. 6. 5-1 Mets. Quintana. That's a good pick there from MX Master. Dodgers 7-1. 6-4 Dodgers win. J. Rom. I second 7-1 Dodgers. Yankees 4-3. Okay, we got Cleveland is awful. Are Yankees up right now? We got TNF. We got TNF starting pretty soon. But yeah, Yankees are up 4-3 in the 8th. Golly, we need the Guardians to come back and tie that one. They have a very rested bullpen. Stan with a home run to go up. Bruh. Yeah, man, Stan's been hitting bombs this postseason. So top of the 8th inning, you got the Guardians 6 outs to get a run to try to make something of that series. We know the Yankees, hey, man, the Red Sox in 04 came back off that. By the way, it's the anniversary of that stolen base with Dave Roberts back in 2004. Master Clase, did Clase give the bomb? Yankees lead. The Yankees. BT fouls. Dodgers up by 4 before Yamamoto throws a pitch. I'll take that. I'll take an early lead for this team. I do think that has been the biggest difference between wins and losses. You saw the loss in Game 2 to Darvish. He had an early opportunity with the bases loaded. And you saw yesterday, the interesting thing was how they capitalized. I mean, it was a ball that Will Smith hit off of Luis Severino's glove, goes as an infield single, and then you had the sac fly by Tommy Edman. It's just about getting runs. So apparently D-Mac Class A is imploding. Well, he's in a Class A all by himself for the regular season, but clearly the postseason is a different story. I mean, geez, Class A dismissed. Just kidding. Bro, Judge waking up. So if they score a run, another run, man, we gotta do some live games or watch the whole game together, guys. I'm gonna set that up. Yankees are very good. I don't know if the Dodgers can win against them. Come on now. Let's cross that bridge. Let's cross that bridge. Not the Queens Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge. We'll cross that bridge in a little bit. But job's not finished, okay? We have to go out there and have this team win 2 more games. Let's not get overconfident now. But tonight, maybe a little overconfident tonight. John Warfel, hopefully the Yankees sweep so they will be cold in the World Series. Brian Chavez, those Yanks bats are kind of scary. Dodgers changing baseballs, closers roll. Yeah, for sure. 5:08 game time, Maddie Man. Yeah, we're closing on game time, guys, so we will be out on this one. And definitely, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, hit that like button. Also, join us right after tonight's game. We're going to break it down. The #1 Dodgers post-game show on the internet. Might have some giveaways tonight. We got some cool stuff cooking up here at Dodgers Nation. It's all thanks to you. Just past 102,000 subscribers. All thanks to you guys. Best fans in the world. Ricky called me the D-Mac, the Torta King. Man, I've had a good torta at least a couple days now, man. I could go for one right now. But Yankees aren't that good. They're playing the AL Central. Dodgers 6, New York 2. That's from Larry Mullen. But that's going to do it, guys. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. And until next time.